Hello, it's Mr. Layman, and today I'm taking a break from history to go through every question on the Algebra Placement Exam. Oftentimes called the Algebra Placement Test, this exam is something that nearly everybody in the 8th grade has to take and is a major component of getting into a high school and especially placing into a math class. And I know you probably want to land in the higher math class, so this is how you're going to get there. By the end of this class, you will be able to convert a fraction into a decimal. So let's get started. The first question on the Algebra Placement Test is converting 5/8 to a decimal. Well, there's two ways you can do that. Way number one is you have a calculator. Most of the time, the Algebra Placement Exam will not let you use a calculator, so I'm going to walk you through the not calculator part. With a calculator, what you're going to do is you're going to just divide 5 by 8. That line in the 5/8 part just means 5 is being divided by 8. You put that in your calculator and you're going to get an answer. I happen to know it's 0.625. So if you divided 5 by 8 and got 0.625, that's correct. The good news is we can also use that to check the not calculator solution. So if we arrive at the same solution, we've done the operation correctly. Great. We can also use the fact that we know that 5/8 means 5 divided by 8 to check our math on other kinds of problems that involve converting fractions to decimals. So if you have a whole bunch of fractions to convert into decimals, this is how you can sort of check that to make sure that you know how to do the operation correctly. Here's how you convert 5/8 into a decimal without using a calculator. So what this question is asking is, how many times does 8 go into 100? And then take that and multiply it by 5. Okay, great. Well, the first thing we're going to do is figure out how many 8s are even in 100. Well, to kind of think about that without a calculator, I could do the division part, or I could go, wait a minute, I know that there are 4 quarters in 100, and a quarter is 25 cents, because 1 quarter is 25% of 100. So if I have 4 quarters, that's 100 cents or $1. But, okay, so 8 is twice 4, so that means I'm going to take a quarter, which is 25 cents, and then think to myself, okay, what's half of 25? That's a lot easier than 1/8 of 100. Half of 25 is 12.5. 12.5 plus 12.5 gets me 25. Okay, so if 1 quarter is 25, then 1/8 is 12.5. Now, I know that this is a percentage because, well, first of all, 12.5 is much higher than 5/8. 5/8 is less than 1. So since that's a percentage, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to divide that by 100, and I'm going to end up with 0.125. So that's 1/8 of 100 is 0.125. All right, well, now I want to find 5/8. So I take 0.125 and I multiply it by 5. I'm going to end up with 6.25. Now, there's an easier way to do this in your head. Think about it, right? You have 8. So if 8 equals 100, half of 8 is going to equal 50. So since I know that 1/8 is 0.125 and half of 1 is 0.5, I add 0.5 and I add 0.125 and I get 0.625. So converting 5/8 into a decimal, I end up with 0.625 final answer. I already have the entire Algebra Placement Exam online with the answer key. You can follow in the links below to check that out. I'm going to be converting these into lessons to actually teach you how to go through it rather than just giving you the flat answer key. But I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it was really helpful. I hope that you can now convert fractions into decimals. Take care.